Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Today we're going to be going on the highway. It rained earlier, but the road should be dry, so I think it will be fine. FSD enters the highway on-ramp very well. Starts accelerating the speed. I usually never have a problem with on-ramps with FSD. Even though Toronto have some pretty short on-ramps, but you know, being an electric car, I think that's one of the benefits. Stays in its lane, even though the lines are a little faded. I've noticed with FSD, it doesn't go accidentally into the exit ramp, because with some you know, lane centering systems on gasoline cars, usually like when it gets to like a fork like that, sometimes it doesn't really know what to do. I've had that happen with a Toyota Corolla, but FSD doesn't really do it. I don't remember with autopilot. Let me know down below if you want to see me try autopilot or any of the free options. Well, I don't think they're free anymore in the new Teslas, which is kind of crazy. Teslas went from being like the most advanced car that you could get without like some subscription like FSD to, I'm pretty sure, not having any features other than like basic cruise control, which is a shame. It switches lanes very well. And this is in standard mode, so it always chooses to stay in this lane, which is really nice. Hurry kind of hogs the left lane and kind of goes way over the speed limit. And you know, if you drive a lot, you know, chances are you're gonna get a ticket with hurry mode. But you know, if you are actually in a hurry and you use it very rarely, then it should be fine. But it does speed a lot in hurry mode. It stays very well in the lane. It's a little windy today, so the car is kind of wobbly, but it's mainly correcting the push of the wind. FSD can really make a very tedious and stressful drive a lot more relaxing. You know, if you live in Toronto, you would know the Toronto highway is pretty bad at this time, especially this one, and it could get bumper to bumper and be like that for the whole damn day. I think for American viewers, a lot of American cities have very busy highways as well. When I do visit America, I will definitely try out FSD on American roads. Because I really do want to know how like FSD handles like a super major city like New York. I feel like it would fail like New York City, because Toronto, there's a lot of bad roads, and you know, it's like, you know, pretty bad, but it's only for like a little bit. Like it has some smooth roads, or smooth traveling roads. Like it's not very bad some places. It's mainly like turning and avoiding bicycles and stuff like that, because there's a lot of like e-bikes and scooters and stuff downtown. And if you guys live in Toronto, you guys know when you're going down the 400 South, most people just go all the way down and cut off the entire like exit, like what the Tesla's doing right now. I don't advise maneuvers like this, but we'll see how it handles it. If it's unsafe, I won't let it do something unsafe. It's seeing openings, but it doesn't want to commit. But most people do this, which is pretty crazy. Is it gonna find an opening? The best chances are in front of a truck, and I see an opening appearing, but brake checking a truck is kind of crazy. Yeah, I would wait for one of these trucks probably. I don't know what that truck driver was signaling. If it can't merge, I might have to take over. Oh, I think it found an opening. Is it gonna go for it? Oh, it's going for it. That is as close to the cutoff as possible. The solid white line is right there. Pretty impressive. So a majority of the traffic was that. So some people choose to stay in there and be safe, which is probably the best decision to make, you know. I feel like a lot of accidents happen here because of people wanting to cut off the entire backup. If any of you guys live in Toronto, let me know what you guys think of the 400 South there. I have remembered that my whole life. It's always been like that. I think it's mainly because this one is this turn gets cars going really slow, you know, especially trucks. Trucks have to go really slow in this turn, so I think it just backs up so easy because it's such a hard turn. But at nighttime, it's a good turn to test out how stiff your suspension is, though. If some of you have like a sportier car. I've noticed this car on turn, like this Tesla on turns, like I don't know the term for it, but it doesn't turn as hard as I'd like. Like it doesn't stick to the ground as much, but that's only if you're pushing it. This is a standard range plus, so you probably shouldn't even be trying to do any crazy maneuvers like that. But maybe the performance have some stiffer suspension or something. Maybe it has something to do with the weight. It switches lanes very well. Even if in like heavy traffic, it just knows how to get into openings. It just knows when to turn the signal on. Like it doesn't leave the signal on forever and let other drivers guessing what you're doing, or you know, thinking it's a false signal. It just knows exactly how to handle this kind of traffic. And I feel like this is the biggest benefit of a system like FSD, because you know, most people, when you're in traffic, you get very stressful, so FSD could help relieve some of that stress. So if a lot of you are in the city and you guys are looking for a new car and seeing that some Teslas are, you know, good value, this may actually help some of your drives and make your drives a lot more pleasant. Obviously the FSD subscription is pretty brutal. $100 a month is pretty bad. I really hope they bring that price down. Because, you know, everybody has like Netflix subscriptions, Disney Plus subscriptions. You know, everything's a subscription nowadays. Soon they might add, you know, to put it in Drive, you have to pay for a subscription, or reverse or something. Hopefully, people get sick and tired of subscriptions, and we could go back to just buying a car and it having all the features, you know? But yeah, I would say my Tesla experience ever since getting this car, it has been really good. The only thing that like sucks is the build quality, as you could tell from my steering wheel. I explained this in the previous video, so if you guys want to check that out, just go to my channel and just look at the video yesterday. I also have playlists and stuff of all the videos I make, so you guys should definitely check all of them out. I cover my trips in a Tesla. It merges very well with that turn there. Just waited for the truck to show any sign of giving us the way. And now we're gonna make it to our exit. Stays perfectly centered. It also doesn't follow too closely, which I really like, because some traffic aware cruise controls, they either they don't follow too closely, but they're very aggressive with the brakes. So, you know, if a car cuts them off or a car slows down, it just brakes really unpredictably, and that's why FSD is such a better system when it comes to that kind of thing. It actually shows that it's like thinking. Some of you guys said that pothole, it hits that pothole every time, and it does, but whatever. Hits the exit ramp very well. It's telling me to pay attention because my eyes are looking everywhere else. It turns well, and now it has to kind of give right away, even though it has its own lane. And yeah, and it exits the ramp. If you guys like the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos like this every day. Check out some of the playlists I made. They have all the videos on all the shorts. And yeah, comment down below what you guys want to see, what you guys like in the video, if you found it helpful, or, you know, just tell us your experience. And thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.